This is Dixon, Illinois. Population 16,000. In 2011, the town is broke. Not skip the fireworks broke. The police are taping their radios together. The potholes have seniority. Every year, departments beg for money, and every year, a nice lady says, "Sorry, there's no money." Which was technically true. It was in her horses, all 400 of them. This is the story of Rita, who stole $53 million from her own town. With paperwork. Buckle up. Rita Crundwell, born and raised in Dixon. A farm kid, grew up around horses, loved them her whole life. Which is sweet. Hold that thought. She started at City Hall in 1970, still in high school. Some kids scoop ice cream. Rita was laying groundwork. By 1983, she's the city comptroller. Sounds like a Transformers villain, just means she controls all the money, every dollar. One desk, no oversight. What could go wrong? And Dixon trusted her completely. Reagan's hometown, doors unlocked, everyone knows everyone. And Rita never missed a day, meticulous, reliable, beloved. Remember that, it's about to get funny. December 1990, Rita walks into the bank and opens a new city account. The Reserve Sewer Capital Development Account. Say it out loud. Feel the boredom. That boredom was the entire security system. Nobody in human history has asked a follow-up question about sewage. One small detail, only Rita controlled it. The scheme? Insultingly simple. Step 1, invent a fake state project. Step 2, write a fake invoice. Step 3, the city pays it. Step 4, the money lands in the sewer fund. Step 5, buy a horse. Repeat for 22 years. She wrote around 179 fake invoices, each one a tiny work of fiction. No hacking, no accomplices, just paper and confidence. And the scale is unhinged. Dixon's whole yearly budget? $8 million. Rita's best year? She took 5. That's not skimming. That's taking the whole cake and leaving a note that says, "Budget's tight." Now, how does a town not notice that most of its money is gone? Easy. There was always an excuse. The economy's bad. The state is late on payments. Everyone's broke right now. So Dixon did what broke towns do. Borrowed money, cut staff, delayed projects. Tightened its belt for 2 decades around a hole shaped like Rita. And the audits? Every year, professionals reviewed the books. Every year. Looks good to me. 22 years in a row. Incredible work, fellas. So what do you buy with 53 million stolen dollars? Normal criminals buy a yacht, get photographed on it, go to prison. Rita bought 400 horses. That's not a hobby, that's a cavalry. She could have invaded a small country. Instead, champion horse breeder. One of the best in America. 52 world championships, 8 years straight as the top owner at the World Quarter Horse Show. Dixon's Roads, meanwhile, won 0 awards. She had the ranch, the trucks, the jewelry, a vacation home in Florida, and a Liberty Coach motorhome worth over $2 million. For context, that's a house on wheels that costs more than actual houses. Horse people assumed she was rich from horses. Dixon assumed her horses were doing well. 2 crowds, same money, 0 questions. Meanwhile, Dixon rotted. Police cuts, canceled repairs, departments begging for funding. And the lady doing the sad headshake was the reason for the sad headshake. She wasn't robbing the bank, she was the bank, and the teller, and the sad headshake. Oh, and every year, Rita took months off, unpaid, to show horses. And the city said yes, every time. Because Rita earned it. She was just so reliable. But every empire has a weakness. Rita's was vacation. Late 2011, Rita's off showing horses. Filling in for her, City Clerk Keith Swanson. Keith needs a routine report, so she calls the bank and asks for all the account statements. Not Rita's usual list. All of them. The printer hums and out slides one extra account, RSCDA. Millions moving through it, checks made out to cash. Horse feed, vet bills. One motorhome. Keith tells the mayor. The mayor tells nobody. No confrontation, no council drama, just a quiet call to the FBI, then back to work. Act natural. So for 6 months, Rita keeps stealing while the FBI watches everything. Imagine doing daily federal crimes while a guy in a van takes notes. April 17, 2012. The mayor calls a morning meeting. Rita walks in. The FBI is waiting. Arrested. At her desk. Honestly, on brand. She never missed a day of work. Even her crimes had perfect attendance. Final tally, $53.7 million. The biggest municipal theft in U.S. history. That's over $3,000 stolen from every single resident, babies included. Rita pleaded guilty. 19 years, 7 months. The U.S. Marshals auctioned everything, all 400 horses, with buyers flying in from across the country. The ranch, the jewelry, the motorhome. Somewhere out there, someone owns a $2 million motorhome with a terrible backstory. But the auctions only recovered around $10 million, which leaves a lot of millions. So Dixon got creative. They sued their own auditors and their own bank for missing a 9-figure theft for 2 straight decades. Total recovered? About $40 million. Suing people to get back money you already had. Twice. And Kathy Swanson, the clerk who caught it all, an absolute legend. She asked for all the statements once and did what auditors couldn't do in 22 years. And Rita? Released in 2021 during COVID. 8 years served, of 19. So, justice. By the way, want to feel worse? $53 million could have repaved every street in Dixon, bought the police 1,000 new radios, funded the entire city for 6 years. Instead, it bought ribbons for horses. Dixon, to its credit, rebuilt. New government structure, real outside audits, and now more than one person looks at the bank accounts. Revolutionary stuff. But here's the thing. Rita wasn't a mastermind. Her plan was lie, be nice, and pick a boring name. That's it. That's the whole plan. And it worked for 22 years in a town full of people who trusted her. So the real question isn't how she did it. It's how many Ritas are out there right now in some small town quietly buying horses who just haven't taken a vacation yet. Sleep tight. And subscribe. There are so many more of these.